Were the soul not immortal, no creature would be more miserable than man. Since man's mind is never at rest, his body is frail, and he is totally without resources. The life he leads on earth is harsher than that of the beasts. Had nature set exactly the same term to his life as she does to all other creatures, no animal would be more miserable than man. But many by his worship of God comes closer to God and all other mortal things, and God is the author of happiness. So it is utterly impossible that man should be the most unhappy of all. However, only after the death of the body can man become any happier. It seems therefore to follow of necessity that once our souls leave this prison, some other light awaits them. Our human minds, immured in darkness in a sightless dungeon, may look in vain for that light, and we are often driven to doubt our own divine providence. But I pray that as heavenly souls, longing with desire for our heavenly home, we may cast off the bonds of our terrestrial chains, cast them off as swiftly as possible, so that, uplifted on Platonic wings and with God as our guide, we may fly unhindered to our ethereal abode, where we will straightway look with joy on the excellence of our own human nature. In order to show clearly how best the minds of men can unlock the bars of mortality, witness their own immortality, and thus achieve a state of blessedness, I shall try, as best I can, to prove in the following discussion. First, that besides this inert mass of our bodies, to which the Democritians, the Cyrenaics, the Epicureans limit their consideration, there exists an active quality or power, to which the Stoics and Cynics direct their investigation. And second, that beyond quality, which is divisible along with matter's dimensions and subject to all manner of change, there exists a higher sort of form, which, though it is in a certain sense changeable, admits of no division in a body. In this form, the ancient theologians located the seat of the rational soul. This was the point reached by Heraclitus, Marcus Varro, and Marcus Manlius. I shall also attempt to show that beyond rational soul exists angelic mind, which is not only indivisible, but unchangeable as well. This is the point where Anaxagoras and Hermotimus rested content. But the eye of the angelic mind, which seeks for and finds the light of truth, is ruled by the divine Son itself. It is towards this that Plato urges, instructs, and enjoins us to direct the gaze of the mind, once it has been purified. Once we have ascended so far, we shall compare it in turn these 5 levels of being: bodily mass, quality, soul, angel, and God. Because the genus of rational soul, which occupies the midpoint of these 5 levels, appears to be the link that holds all nature together, it controls qualities and bodies, while it joins itself with angel and with God. I shall demonstrate first that it is in fact completely indissoluble, because it holds together the different levels of nature. Next, that it is preeminent, because it presides over the framework of the world. And finally, that it is most blessed when it steals into the bosom of the divine. I shall seek to establish that condition and nature of soul is which I have described, firstly by general arguments, secondly by specific proofs, thirdly by signs, and last by resolving questions.